The 3-yard rule is a strategy that I implement on the course when I have wedges into the green. This strategy allows me to attack the pins without putting myself in a position where I might make bogey if I don't hit the shot perfect. So what I'm gonna do in this video is we're gonna play 9 holes on our par 3 course, which is a bunch of wedges, and I'm gonna teach you how to implement this strategy into your game and basically what even the 3-yard rule even is. So let's get out there. We're playing the 54 tees at the club at Gateway. Again, all wedges. We're gonna teach you how to make sure you're putting yourself in scoreable positions and not making dumb bogeys with wedges. So let's get out there. So the 3-yard rule is very simple and it applies for tucked pins, basically pins that are cut close to one side of the green. So this shot we have here, it is 72 yards. Pin is on the left side and a little bit farther back, which means the margin for error if we miss it left or long is a lot smaller, but there's a lot more room if we miss it short or to the right. So this simply means we're gonna make sure we're aiming 3 yards right and 3 yards short of the pin to give us a little bit more room for error. And basically I picked 3 yards for this situation, for this rule, because if you hit a good shot and it goes to 9 feet, I don't think you're gonna be upset. But if we picked a number that is way too big, say we called it the 8-yard rule, if you hit a good shot and it goes to 24 feet, well, you're probably gonna be a little bit upset at that and not be as happy. So 3-yard rule. So this one, 3 yards. The situation where we might make bogeys if we go long or left. So we're looking at 69 yards because that's 3 yards short and a little bit right of it, which is 3 yards right. So I ended up hitting it pin high and a little bit right. You're not always gonna hit perfect wedges. That one there, I mistakenly hit it pretty close. I was trying to play to 69 yards. I hit it about 72. If I was playing to 72 and I hit it 75, maybe I roll off the back edge of the green. So this is what I mean by giving yourself some room for error to hit, hit a good shot that's still gonna end up in a good spot. It's a good start. So now we've made it to hole 2, and the reason that I came up with this strategy and this theory essentially is because I personally was making a lot of bogeys, a lot of dumb bogeys from having wedges in from fairways. I'd have a front pin, I'd leave it short, and I'd make a bogey. I'd have a pin that's tucked on the left side, I'd miss it left, and I'd make another bogey. This is just a strategy that was very simple for me to think about, very simple for me to implement, and it makes me still play aggressive. 3 yards is not that far off, but it gives me enough room for error where I can work on eliminating those bogeys that you just shouldn't happen. One of Tiger Woods' biggest rules was to make no bogeys inside 150 yards, and this is a rule that essentially is going to help you do that. Make sure we can hit more greens, have more birdie putts, and essentially make more birdies. From here, I've got 109 yards in. That pin is in the back, so the 3 yards would be to go 3 yards shorter. So 109 now turns to 106. It is quite a bit downwind, and I'm worried about not getting enough spin on the higher club. So we're gonna go the lower club, which for me is a 58 degree. I'm gonna feel a 100-yard shot. I think the wind's gonna take it to that 106, and I still have that room for error because the pin's at 109. So this seems like the perfect club for me. When it's downwind, I like to have a little bit more loft because it helps me generate more spin. All right, that was a phenomenal golf shot, and we are right next to the pin. Now, obviously on that shot, I did take the higher lofted club. What I want you to realize there, though, is that was not a full out swing. At no point, I don't care if you're downwind, I don't care if it's like right on the edge, at no point should you making a full out swing with a wedge. You just don't have as much control and you just don't have as much feel. If you're gonna miss-hit a shot, if you're gonna misjudge the yardage, any of that stuff, it's gonna happen when you're full out swinging at a wedge. So at no point should you be full out swinging at a wedge. As you can tell here, very good shot. See, with this strategy, even though you're not aiming directly at the pin, not exactly the yardage, you can still hit some good shots because, again, you don't always hit every shot dead perfect to the number that you're trying. So now we've made it to the third hole. It is a 60-yard hole. Luckily, we do not have the back left pin. Otherwise, it might be blind with this bunker in the way. But we got the front right pin. Although it is in the front section of the screen, from this angle, it's actually shorter off the green, farther and right of it. So we're gonna aim a little short and a little left, and it actually works out that it looks like the uphill putt is just short left of it. So 60 yards, 3 yards short, 57. It's a little into the wind, so we're gonna play it back to 60. See how close we can get. I pushed it right at it and a little bit firm. Again, this is where it comes into play. If I was playing the number and I hit that shot, it's probably over the green, but because we hit an okay shot and played it for some room for error, we're on the edge of the green. So that wedge I would definitely consider a miss, and this is where we missed it to. I've got, call it 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 yards, 12 feet for a birdie putt, which is phenomenal. If we were playing the number and we missed it long, we could be in this rough back here, we could be in the bunker. Not ideal, but we missed it in a good spot. Now we have a good chance for birdie, and let's see if we can make it. Oh, go, 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 go. I got scared of the hill. Couldn't make the birdie, but very simple par. When you miss-hit the shot and can still have a very simple par, you're doing it right. On to the fourth hole now. We are 2 under through 3, which is a great start and really just proves to you, kind of, that the 3-yard rule is still manageable. You can still score with this rule. Now, we have 105 yards to a front pin, which means I automatically need to play it 108. We have a little bit of wind in our face, so we're gonna add, let's call it another 4. So we're already at 112. This should be perfect. Left and right, it's not very close to either left or right, so we're just gonna go right at it. Can't fully see with the sun, but I think it's pretty good. Maybe just a little past it and a little left, but again, I think I'm inside 15 feet, which is a great shot. Definitely above tour average with a wedge. So this shot ended up landing a little bit past and a little left and then spinning down the hill. This is in a great spot. We've got basically an uphiller, left to right, call it 8-footer. Another great chance for birdie with a wedge. Let's see if we can take advantage. Oh yeah, 3 under through 4. What a good start to this round. Now we're on the 5th hole. It is 106 yards to a front pin. This is a situation that I got myself caught in a lot of the time because 106 yards, I can potentially hit the lob wedge. But because it's the 3-yard rule, because we're giving ourselves some room for error, we're trying to hit 109. That means I have to hit gap wedge. This essentially makes it a lot harder for me to miss it short. With the lob wedge, if I miss hit it at all, I leave it short, then I have to get up and down for par. But if I miss hit this a little bit, I'm still gonna have a good chance at birdie. It does look a little bit tighter on the left side, so we're gonna aim slightly right of it. Goal is 109. It is a touchdown wind. Okay, it's a touch right of it, but we are in a good position. Call it again, another 15-footer. I said it already, and I'm gonna say it again because it's something I struggle with so much, and I think a lot of people do, is 106, 105, right on the edge of a club I could hit, but the miss is past it, not short of it. So you gotta club up essentially, so you can miss it long and not miss it short. That is a situation that for the longest time I always struggled with because I was picking a club that I had to hit absolutely perfect for it to get there. But now I club up, I swing easy, I have more control, and I can get on the green even if I don't hit it perfect. Realistically, number-wise, this wasn't very far past it. It was just more right than anything, which was the correct miss. Where the camera is right on the edge of the green. You're not very far from the hole. So this still gives me a good chance at the birdie. It's call it 12, 15 feet. Downhill brick and left, but really good opportunity. Left, 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 left. Oh, it was a good putt. I just overread it. So, still par. Cannot hate a 3. So now we've made it to 6, which is a 97-yard hole. Pin is back and to the right, which again means short and to the left, 3 yards each side. This is a rule and a strategy and a drill you can definitely implement into farther down the bag. The 3 yards will just be for the wedges. If you want to use a rule like this throughout the bag, just add a little bit more yards. Say 9 iron, you go 4 yards, 8-7 iron, you go 5 yards. And then essentially 6-5-4, you're pretty much just trying to aim at the middle of the green. But it's definitely a rule that you can keep in mind to help you make sure you're picking the right locations for where to aim. I think I hit it a little firmer than 94, but again, in another good spot for birdie. I thought I hit this one a little past the pin, but in reality, I hit it basically where I was aiming, meaning that we are 3 yards short of it, and we're about 4 yards left of it, so we got about a 12-footer. But again, let's say this was me hitting a perfect shot for the number I was thinking of. I would take this every single time if I had a 12-footer for birdie. Stay! Yes! That gets me to 4, which is, I haven't done that yet. Best we've got is 3 under through 9. We are now at 4 under through 6. On to hole 7 here, and this is the first situation where we have a middle pin, which means just go right at it. The 3-yard rule only accounts for when it is close to the edge. So now that it looks pretty much in the middle, we're gonna go right at it. So 92 yards, we're gonna try and hit it 92 yards. Okay, I blocked it, but I hit it 92 yards, so we're gonna have 9 to 12 feet again for birdie. It's so nice having these short little putts for birdie. It's great. This putt here is about 13, 14 feet. This would get me to 5 under through 7. Again, would be a spot I've never been before because 3 under is our current best through 9 holes. Got a good read on it, goes left. Let's see if we can knock it in. Oh, did I not hit it? Why didn't I hit that? Why? It was a great line. Oh, it was a little bit into the grain. Well, still 4 under through 7. It was a good putt, just not hard enough. Let's go on to hole 8. Now we're on hole 8, is 125 yards. It's tough to see because the pin is in the shadows, but the pin is back and left, which means we're looking for 3 yards short, 3 yards right, which means 125 comes back to 122. Let's hit a good shot. The wind is pushing it away from the pin, so we're actually gonna aim at the pin because it should push it those 3 yards right of it. And hit it like really bad, but I mean, okay, so that was the first bad one I've hit today. It is in the middle of the green, call it 25, 30 feet. If I was aiming in the wrong spot and I hit one of those shots, I might not be on the green. So this is where this rule comes into play. We hit a bad shot, we still have a putt at it. This ball is a lot farther away than I thought it was gonna be, but it is in a position where we can make par and it's gonna be a lot easier than if we were short-sighted, so I can't hate too much on this miss. Hammered it, sit. Now we got a little bit of pressure on our hands because I hit that too hard. Yes, needed it, made it. Now we're on the last hole, which is 112 yards. The pin is back and right, which means short and left. We've said it every time, but I'm just gonna keep going through it. 3 yards short, 3 yards left of it. 112 turns into 109. I wanna get to 5 under par, so let's try to get it around that 9-foot range and make a putt. This one as well, there is wind off the left, which means I need to aim farther away. Our goal is to land it 3 yards left of it, so we need to aim, call it 6 yards left of it. The wind's gonna push 3 yards, then we're 3 yards left of it. Go! I hit that so bad. Just terrible. Just a terrible shot. As you saw with that shot, the 3-yard rule is good. It helps you, it gives you more room for error, but if you just hit a horrendous golf shot, you're gonna end up in a bad spot. I mean, I don't think this is that bad of a spot. I'm off the green, which is not ideal, but you know, you just hit a really bad shot, you just can't get away with everything. So now I have to make a chip or get up and down to make sure we break the record that we have so far. So the goal was 3 or 5 under. Now we're trying to make sure we do no worse than 4. So this ball landed about right over here, rolled down to just out of the fringe. It definitely could be in a much worse spot, but also for the fact that I was aiming quite a bit left of this pin, it should be in a lot better spot. I'm gonna bump this down there, maybe give it a chance, but biggest goal, we're trying to make it 3 shots or less from the tee, so gotta get up and down. Settle, 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 settle. That was pretty good. It landed a little firmer than I expected, so now we got a putt that we got to worry about a little bit, but not too bad. I thought I lipped out there, but we made it 4 under through the 9 holes using the 3-yard rule, which ended up doing pretty good for me. Other than the last hole, which I hit an awful shot, I was in a good position on pretty much every hole to make a birdie, if not make a par, which I did. Didn't make any bogeys, so that's good. So thank you for everyone who made it to the end of this video. I appreciate every one of you. Use the 3-yard rule and use it for the rest of your clubs. Just add a couple more yards. It'll definitely help you out and put you in better spots. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.